All right, here we are at the Web Soil Survey. And what you want to do is come up here and hit the big green button. Start new session. And you get this big GIS map of the United States. And then you start looking for your spot. Okay, so you can do a search, but I can tell you that it really is not easy. Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to look for Coburn, PA. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, pretty good. Now you come up here to the hand icon, click on that, and that allows you to drag the map around. So here's Coburn, the place that I want to go. Boy, look at that big harvest area. Wow. It's going to be down this ridge. And it is right here. Here's a property that I work on. Once you find the property, you want to grab your area of interest. Now you can either just click and drag a rectangle, or you can actually draw the area in. So let's go ahead and draw some of this property in. Now you have your area highlighted on the map. And okay, now once you have that, go up to these tabs. You have soil map, soil data. You can download data. So let's go to the soil map first. And that gives you a map of all the soils according to the soil survey that was done many years ago. Now it looks like all throughout this area we have Unger soils. Ungers, Channery loam. Now Channery means that it's kind of gravelly, not a lot of big rocks. And I happen to know this soil quite intimately, so it's very silty and kind of stony, but no big rocks. So you click on the report and you get some information here. Kind of tells you where these types of soils are found, how far it is to bedrock. So you got about 6 feet to bedrock. Depth to restrictive features. That's a good thing to know because you want to know if your soils are extremely shallow. It's probably not good for root growth. Tells you what the drainage class is. Okay, well drained. That means it could get dry there, and it does. Now, what I like to do, once I know what the soil is, it's Ungers. And then what I do is I just go on the internet. It's way easier. Put the Ungers series in. This is a printout of what used to be in the soils books. Every county had a soil book. So now we can go down through here, get the whole spiel, and you go down to this characteristics here. There's a lot of mumbo jumbo that you don't need to know. You want to look at this texture. Fine earth texture is loam or sandy loam. So in a case of sandy loam like that, you know that you're going to have a dry site, not a lot of clay there to hold moisture. your cation exchange capacity is going to be low. All that is true. Then go down here to use and vegetation. That's really the most important thing. So most of it is the gentle slopes are cultivated and used for growing grain and hay. So there you go. It's known for growing grain, so you know you can grow something on it. When you get to the reports that say that it's always in woods, and it doesn't say anything about agriculture, then you know you might be looking at a marginal site that you don't really want to work with. If you look at the drainage and permeability and it looks like it's not well drained, it might be too wet. Okay. And that's really about it for that. You can print out a map on the Web Soil Survey. Get rid of this. You can go to the printable version. The printable version is nice because you can name it, make yourself a nice fancy map, and then you can take that in the woods with you. And as these soils change from one to the other, you can take a look at what's going on there, whether you want to put a food plot there or not. So here's the printable version. Loading. Pretty nice map. It has a scale and has tick marks for your GIS locations. And then it gives you your soil types that are on the map. And you can hit the printer button and print it to PDF if you want.